Hello, it's the adult male here, joined by the honcho, the jefe for obscure gentlemen, the bi-spectacled male. I guess that's your name now. We're just coming out of seeing Spider-Man Homecoming, so we're just going to record a little bit of some or other for it. So, first impressions.
Not enough Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it was pretty sexist.
Yeah. No, it was by far the best Spider-Man. I love
Second
Spider-Man. Second best. You explain yourself.
No, Joe. It's go listen to Plane Zero, the Spider-Man 2 episode. That's all the explanation I'll give.
Yeah, no, it was if you like fun, if you like humor, children, teenagers with attitudes,
surf dudes,
definitely. What
no,
else? Do you say?
it's basically it's a lot of fun. It's another one. It's another good example of a direction that Marvel sometimes needs to go with these movies, which is it's not dealing with these big into the world sky beams, where it doesn't. It's a more intimate story.
I don't know why you got to take down Ghostbusters, the women version.
That's any movie of the last 5 years. Or it's Ghostbusters, the women version. But it's a nice, more contained style. Yeah, there's obviously references to the other movies because this is the first Spider-Man movie of the MCU. But at the same time, it's definitely a movie you could go and watch on its own and enjoy. Anything that you need to know from those movies, it kind of already, it's there for you. It's just a fun, entertaining, nice, lighthearted film with a lot of good humor.
Yeah,
Ice cream.
The other movies, I feel lend to it, but they're not a priority. You don't need to see them.
It very much.
Priority is a wrong word.
Yeah, no, it's probably, well, you don't have to make it a priority to see them.
I don't know, man.
It kind of reminds me of the way I felt after seeing Ant-Man, actually, because Ant-Man was kind of back to being a more contained, smaller film with, funny enough, another insect, well, even though spiders aren't insects, but a bug-based hero.
Yes.
But yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Except, I mean, obviously, I think I enjoyed this more, which I was predisposed to probably do, based on my obvious love of Spider-Man. So there is that.
I don't think. I know a lot of people had issues with, Iron Man's going to be in it too much. I think it was.
He was in it the right amount.
It was the right amount. It wasn't over the top, joke a minute. It was good. It was a really good movie. It shows Spider-Man as a kid, which a lot of the good stuff up front, that's what happened in the comics. He was a teenager.
And Peter, and I'll say this about Tom Holland is,
who's that?
He's the actor who played Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Never heard of him.
If my initial problems with the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, I'm not sure what the proper plural is there, was always that he was an all right Peter.
A murder.
Oh, yeah.
Of Spider-Man.
He was an all right Peter, terrible Spider-Man. And then for the Andrew Garfield, my argument was always that he was a pretty good Spider-Man, but a terrible Peter. And Tom Holland is both. He's good as both. He's a believable Peter, as the kind of nerd outcast kid at school, but he's also really good in the role of Spider-Man because the quips that you would expect are there, the constant nervousness of just having to talk to take his mind off of the danger that he's in.
Yeah,
it's all there.
I like that he was a nerd amongst nerds because that school was a science kind of school.
But he was still bullied.
Yeah, but he was still looked down upon the other nerds because he was weird and different.
And he was always never around.
Yeah, and they didn't have the jocks. And Andrew Garfield's problem was he looked and acted too cool to be.
He was just like a cool loner as opposed to being a nerd loner.
Yeah, I wanted to fuck him. You should only want to fuck your Punishers, not your Spider-Mans. If you know what I'm saying.
I've heard this theory.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this
But,
theory.
I mean, overall, great movie. Everyone in it was great. Michael Keaton, awesome. One of the things I don't like about Spider-Man movies are that he's super strong, but yet he punches Doc Ock in the face 100 times, and Doc Ock is okay. This one does a good job of not overdoing it with the fisticuffs to where it's like, all right, that's enough.
But there is definitely plenty
Lots
of
of
action,
action.
regardless. The right amount of action. This also had a good ratio of Spider-Man to Peter moments, whereas some past movies have like a lot of Peter and a little bit of Spider-Man, which
I've seen a lot of those movies with too much Peter in it, am I right?
I don't know what these movies you call but yeah, this one it delivers a good amount of you feel satisfied with what you've seen on the screen, and the rest of the supporting cast and the ensemble cast is actually really good. Be prepared to have a lot of moments like, oh, I know that guy, because there's a lot of familiar faces in the movie for sure, but at the same time, it's not so much that it takes you out of it too, because it's not like they're all crazy famous.
It's not jarring.
Yeah. It's just it's there, and it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, lots of good things. I mean, tropes about disguising your voice or disguising yourself are touched upon, and it's really fun. Actually, I really enjoyed how they handled everything.
But I hope they explain that the principal is related to a member of the Howling Commandos, because it's the same actor.
Oh shit, it was.
Yeah.
Who also died in...
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the 3rd season of Last Man on Earth.
Yes. But fuck, I mean, it's one of those movies where I can't see anything... I mean, maybe it's just the high I'm going off of, but I really don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, I really loved this. It fits well into the Marvel MCU.
It's a welcome addition.
Yeah, it stands alone, like a Doctor Strange or Ant-Man, where it's just a good fucking movie. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Spider-Man should be a fun movie with not a lot of cheese, and that's what Willem Dafoe and all those other people did. I'm sure people are going to complain with who certain people are in the movie, but who gives a fuck about what race they are? Am I right? The Vulture's white. I mean, come on. That's what I mean.
Yes, I know. No, I know exactly what you mean, but it's a hard path to go down without sounding too going to too many spoilers.
Yeah. So, excellent movie. How many holds ups do you give it?
Well, it doesn't holds up yet, but I give it 2 bulging web shooters.
Is that what you do here?
No, well, that's what I'm doing for this movie.
All right. Well,
because there's only 2 out of 2.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 thumbs up.
By far,
it will. I'm sure it will holds ups.
Yeah, by far, best Spider-Man ever.
I would agree.
It just everything connected.
Second best is Civil War.
Second best, yeah, pretty much. And if you like Civil War, it's almost like
I don't want to give too much away about the opening, but
it's great. If you
like
watch Civil War, you'll really love it. Cameos from other Avengers in it besides Iron Man. There is one throughout that you will love, and also stay for the end thing.
Yeah, as always, it's a Marvel film. You should stay. Don't let the scene that happens at the end of the animated credits lead you to believe that there's not a scene after the credits proper, the scrolling credits. There's 2, so just make sure you're staying for that. But yeah, other than that, it's a good time. Go see it. I'm sure most of you probably will have already seen it by the time this even hits YouTube. The way that things hit YouTube, but I said words there.
Now I'm gonna watch this piece of shit eat a chalupa.
That's a tease because I don't have a chalupa, guys.